All right, so we're gonna start now. Unfortunately, we only have one. So Ida called me very urgently today. She was meant to come, but then she has to go to the doctors very urgently. Yes, and then Honey missed out. So I am looking at this logistically. I have decided to try something a little different. I have been sending you the link on email, and it has worked. This time around, I wanted to do it on Facebook, the group. Previously, when I do it, I don't combine emails. If it's Facebook, I had a Messenger group and Facebook group, or a WhatsApp group and Facebook. The other group was only WhatsApp. So I'm trying out a few things here. So I guess for this small group, the email works better. So what I've done today was to just post the link in the group and not email you. I wanted to try and test. So maybe it doesn't really work. It's all right. So for the next one, so we still have one more, and that one is for a support call for us to really discuss where you are and how can I support you further. So that's the final one. So today is the third one. We are going to cover marketing, which is actually a very important part of your book. Yeah. So, but before that, I want to check in. So we have a bit of time. I wanted to use the time for this webinar to check in on everybody's progress. So it has been 2 weeks. It's very important for me to check and also find out from you where you are and how can you move forward. All right. So Anne, so we have you. Let's hear from you. Where are you in your book right now?
Well, I have the title, I think, kind of the title.
Okay, what's the title?
Raising 3 kids in 3 countries with 3 languages.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay, or maybe 3 languages. I think that's cool, actually. I don't know whether it should be raising three countries in raising three kids in 3 countries. Yeah, I understand the 3 because you wanted another one in 3 languages, right?
But it is also because it's 3 languages.
It is. I mean,
then I can write also a little bit about bilinguality. My kids, like for example, I had one who didn't talk because I was speaking to him in Spanish. When we knew that we were going to move, I switched over to Norwegian to give him a Norwegian base.
Yeah.
And in Mozambique, we spoke mostly English and Norwegian because my plan was that we were going to move to a Spanish-speaking language afterwards. So for them to get the English very well in. And then when we moved to the Spanish-speaking language, they learned the Spanish, and then I could go back with the Spanish, even though I spoke Spanish with them. But there are different things there. And how my children reacted also to me speaking Spanish to them in Norway. They didn't want to learn Spanish.
Okay.
They didn't answer in Spanish. They only answered in Norwegian. I couldn't make them speak Spanish.
Oh my God. But that's a very important point, right? And most parents will probably want to find out how you did it. Because, like, for example, people who have mother tongue, which is different from the language that the country uses. Yeah, like Norway, right? So the native language is of course Norwegian, and then some of my Asian friends, they want to make sure that their kids could speak Mandarin or Tamil or Malay, So yeah, so that's interesting, and like, how did you do it? Because there is resistance.
And that's why I wanted to put languages, because
okay.
It's an important part of the whole thing.
My only concern is very long. Raising 3 kids in 3 countries in three languages. It's a bit long.
What I taught Suryati, let me see, can I share screen? Whiteboard. Okay.
You can.
What I thought was something like this, like three.
Yeah, and then 3.
Children.
You can put kids so that it's shorter, eh? Kids. So you have raising on top, raising.
I
At the
did.
top part. At the top part, you can have raising.
Exactly.
We're so in sync here.
Raising.
Okay.
Okay, and then kids, and then countries.
In, yeah.
And then languages.
Yeah.
You see something like that.
Raising 3 kids, you have to put in 3 countries. But there has to be, I have thought about this before for you as well. It's just that I'm not sure people will understand to read it like that, like how you want it to be read. Like the 3 have to be, but it maybe.
No, but that's design. The design.
Exactly.
So this is an idea.
I know.
Maybe it wouldn't be like this at all.
But I like this idea, and I had the same idea for you. But you know what? Let's leave it to a designer. Probably they can figure things out.
How do I make draw? Okay. What is that? Okay.
You're so good at this.
My God, I need no. How do I make how do I draw? There you go. No.
What do you want to put?
I want to draw like I did.
Oh, the 3. I don't know.
Yeah, I want to draw. I don't understand.
I don't use this much myself.
How did I do it?
I don't know. You opened up and you studied like 3. Okay.
Exactly, but where did it come from? Because if you look here, this is the line. Okay, I want that one. But it has to be somewhere where I can...
Anne, it's fine. Let's move on.
Really annoying.
Yeah, no, it is. Okay.
Okay, but you get the idea.
I get the idea. Yeah, when I totally agree with the idea. Yeah, it's just that whether people will read it. Wait, but it's okay. It's a design issue. So it's not, we're not experts in design.
It could be a design issue, and it could be a bad idea, and maybe other ideas will occur.
Yeah, but I get the point. My concern is that it's a bit long. However, I like the fact that it's to the point. It's very clear, and it has a promise, right? So the things about title, I mentioned that it has to be very clear. It has a promise, and it has an action. Because the word is raising. You're raising is an action. Like wake up to a successful morning. Okay, right. Okay, not right about your 3 weeks.
What did you say? As an idea? The title.
What do you mean?
You said the title has to have an idea.
Oh, it has to have an action. Like wake up successful. Or the other one is 4-work week. Sorry, I said it has to have a promise.
Yes, Oela.
Okay, it promises something that when you read this book, you are going to learn how to raise children in different countries in different languages. That's the promise. There is a promise that is there. So that's a good title. And I like the fact that it's clear. And the other third point is that a good title also has an action. It has an energy around it, right? Like for example, yeah, I already gave those examples. Choose. And the other one is, so what they call it, what was the books I had? Oh, which is all over there. Okay. Yeah, other books like what was this? 4 Work Week, that's a promise. Wake Up Successful, that's an action. Okay. For example, write a book in 3 weeks, that's an action. Like you have the verb. Okay. So I like that. I only consider it's a little long, but it's okay. Still, you know, it's still catchy. It's still catchy. Raising 3 kids in 3 countries, in 3 languages.
How I raised my 3 kids in 3 countries with 3 languages.
Yeah. Now, when you put how to, yeah, it becomes even longer. But it actually makes it nicer. Huh?
Raising 3 kids.
Yeah. That could be okay also. You know what? Put it out on your Facebook on a poll and see which one people likes. Raising 3 kids in 3 countries with 3 languages, and then how I raised my. Chances are the how to will be more well received, even though it's longer. How I raised 3 kids in 3 countries with 3 languages. Okay, sounds good. So, okay, you got the title. What else?
And then, do you remember we were talking about dividing in 3 chapters, like yes. Love, adults, whatever, and children. I have reorganized that in my mind, and I think it's better to have a chapter, Norway chapter, Mozambique chapter, and Chile chapter.
Cool.
And in like 1 chapter before the countries and 1 that's like the starting point.
Introduction.
And 1 chapter at the end.
Okay, 1 chapter at the end. Is it? Do you mean the introduction?
No, you have the introduction, and then it's forming a family, for example. Because then I can say something about my birth, how I gave birth, because that's also very different from, even in Norway, it's different. Okay. But then then I can have some of this. I came to Chile, to Norway, and I thought, and then when I gave birth, I did like this and this.
I thought you
and
should.
Then at the end, I can say the last chapter is about coming back to Norway, and like a resume of ending with the story of Sindre, who says, no, you're not losing your friends. They're just a little bit farther.
Okay.
Far away.
I like that. I like that a lot, because that leaves you with that a very important point about globalization, migration. You know, that sets the tone, which is wonderful.
So the first chapter is about me as a 14 years old coming to Norway and have this cultural shock. And then a little bit there until I give birth. And then comes Norway's raising kids in Norway, in Mozambique and Chile. And then they're wrapping up at the end.
Sounds good. I like it.
They're coming back to Norway, another cultural shock.
Wow. Okay. Sounds very exciting. I remember you were talking to me about, as a young kid, or when you were young, you already thought what kind of mother you'll be, or you already had thoughts about being a mother and what kind of mother you're gonna be. You talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, but that's in my introduction.
Okay, cool. Okay, sounds good, Anne. So title is done pretty much, and chapter is done pretty much. So have you started writing?
No. Wait, just a second.
Okay.
I haven't started writing like now I'm sitting down. I have written some stories, like just put them in text, a few, and I have written down some of the stories I want to write about.
Okay.
Like the ones that I start remembering, I just write a note.
Mhm.
So collecting the stories in a sense.
Sounds good. All right. So for the others, I would like you to put down in the group to update me where you are, what are your titles, and what are your chapters. I saw Ida has already put out her chapters, which is very good. Anna, you can put it in the group as well. I like everyone else to do the same, your titles, and then yeah. And if let's say you're not sure about the title, you can create a poll in the group and let the others choose. Okay, so if you're not ready to put it live on Facebook yet, you can put it in the group. It's a safe environment, and the others could just choose which title they prefer. Okay, so that's very important for those who are watching the replay. I want to move on to for us to.
Suryati, I will not be able to post anything on Facebook because I have to really be finished some other work, and that will be today, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
So at the end of the week or something, I can do it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you already have the chapters. It's just a matter of putting in the 3 things that you have.
No, but I need to concentrate on the
Okay.
I need to put out other things so I can be finished with the assignments that I have.
Okay. All right. I just want to put things in perspective. Posting your title, it takes 1 minute to put your title. And I'm I'm putting it in perspective for you, okay? And putting in your chapters probably take 3 minutes to put in. So I understand that it's end of the year, people feel very so much things, but I just want to put things in perspective for everyone. Okay, it probably takes 3-4 minutes. Is it? Anyway, for you, Anna, you've already told me, so it's okay. It's more for the rest because I would love to see. So this is how I want to coach you and support you along the way, ladies. It's not about just coming and I let you go. That's not my style. Even after my clients have finished the course, I'm still, there and checking in. How can I help? What can I do for you? Why are you stuck? How can we help you to be unstuck? Okay. So I am not very good at letting go and just let people be and forget about them. That's not my style. So please do update when I have requested for it, because this will make sure that you are on track, right? Because the moment we are not on the course, people tend to people lose momentum. All right, so I want to move on and talk about setting the intention. What is your intention for your book? So I was hoping that every one of you will write in the chat. But for those of you who are watching this on the replay, please write down your intention, and I'd like you to put it out on the Facebook group also. I will create one post and you can write there. What is your intention for your book? So Anne, what is your intention? Because this is important. We need to set the intention and then for us to move forward.
To build my brand image.
Wow.
To build my brand image as a family coach with extended international multicultural experiences. So that's my intention, to build my brand image as a family coach with extended multicultural experiences.
Okay, cool.
Is that good? I think it sounds very good.
Do you type this in the chat? Huh? What?
I think it sounds very good.
Did you type this in the chat or what?
I haven't written that in the chat. We are alone. I'm alone here. Do you want me to write it in the chat?
For this, yes, because this is an intention. When you have an intention, it's important to write it down.
I have written it down in my notes.
Okay. Copy and paste then.
I am.
Okay, good. so that I can read it again.
There you go.
Thank you. Okay. So to build my brand image as a family coach with extended multicultural. Okay. Okay. So you are the coach with multicultural experiences. Okay. I think you can easily drop the word extended because the main word is multicultural. What do you have in mind with this word extended? Like more multicultural, is it? Okay. All right.
This is a Spanish language way of talking.
Okay.
Big.
Yeah. Anna, there is not many or probably very few people with multicultural experiences. So what more a coach with multicultural experiences? So the fact that you're writing a family coach with multicultural experience is already good enough. It already sets you apart from everybody else. So you can easily drop the word extended. Sounds good. So this is to build your brand. So the book is meant to build your brand. What else?
It's also meant to give me self-confidence.
Okay, wow, good. I like that. Okay.
Self-confidence.
Yeah, okay.
And to be more, I want to use it as a tool to make me more visible.
Okay. I like all these intentions. So, okay. To build
I'm
your
going to
brand.
write it on the chat.
Would love that if you could do it.
There you go.
All right. Okay. Cool. To build your brand image. So the book is intended to build your brand image, to give you self-confidence and as a tool to make you more visible. Cool. So this is the intention for you, which I love, love, love. How about the intention for others?
Okay.
Let's do that.
For others.
Okay.
For them to gain trust on me by the fact that I am, no, okay. It's something about trust.
Okay. To create credibility.
Exactly.
To create credibility amongst your target audience. But I like the word trust as well. It's your word. To create trust.
To let
to create trust, just now you said, the trust.
Yeah, I have written that also. Create credibility and trust on me as family coach.
Awesome.
But then just I want the parents to recognize themselves in some of the
okay.
Identifying that they can identify with me as the mother.
Yeah. To help others to identify themselves in you. To help readers.
Not identify themselves, is identified with me, with my stories.
Yeah, it's just language, but you write the way you want to write it. It's the same meaning.
I want parents to identify themselves with my stories.
Cool.
That's what you said.
No, that's what you said.
No, I know, but I corrected myself because it didn't sound well and it became as you said. That's why I'm laughing.
All right. Okay, cool. So number one is that to create trust and credibility
Yeah.
in your in you amongst your readers, and number two, to help the readers identify with your stories. Good job. Awesome. This is I love all these intentions. So okay, so for all the rest, I like to see your intentions. Please let's hear it. Please do this exercise. It's very, very important. You need to be very clear why you're writing the book. Along the way, when you're writing the book, you might be asking, why am I doing this anyway? Like why am I doing it? Because it might come up like when you're feeling very tired, you don't want to finish it, you feel stuck. Go back to this. Go back to an intention. Why did I want to do it in the first place? What was my intention? And go back to this. And chances are you will get energy from this. All right, so that's why I want you to do this. Very important. Okay, a very important point I want to mention is that this is not just a book. It's the beginning of the beginning to a movement, or beginning of a movement. Okay, so for Anna, it could be a movement that you are, or a group or a support group that you're starting to create. For Hani, it could also be a women's group, support group, and evolving to become a movement. So I like you to think about that way, that it is not just a book, it's a beginning. It's a beginning of a movement. All right, so this is the first starting step, the first step. At the same time, I don't want you to think about it this way and then makes you really scared. It's meant to inspire you that the book is aligned towards this bigger picture, the bigger vision that you want to create. All right. Okay, so
I have more. I have one more. Okay, look here.
Okay, let's you have one more. Okay, let's look at the
I'll change a little bit. One is create credibility on me as family coach. The second one is to help the readers to identify themselves with my stories, which creates trust. The identifying part is that what creates trust. And the second third is awaken parents' desire to hear more from me.
Good. Okay. Awesome. These are very good. You've got like 6 intentions, which is very good. Okay. Good job. So I'm gonna skip this one. But I want to talk a little bit about it. This is about changing your subconscious and programming your future. It's a bit long, so I'm just going to send you the link in the group, and you can watch it on your own. But I want to sum up. There's a reason why when I first started the course, I talked a lot about identity. Right? You as a published coach. And I made you say it several times. I am a published coach. And I also made you write. I am a published coach. It's about verbalization. It's about writing it down. And now I've asked you to think about writing the intentions. I've also asked you to visualize, right, what it feels when people ask you to write your books. Okay, what am I doing here? I'm actually programming your internal self. Okay, more often than not, it's difficult for people to achieve a big goal when they are not programmed internally. When you want to do something that's on the external, but if you're not pumped up or you're not programmed internally, there is a mismatch. You're not aligned. Okay, so the reason why I kicked off, I did not start the course with telling you how to write a book. I started with a lot of that visualization, writing down, proclaiming, verbalization of I am a published coach. So the programming part is important. I hope that you are reminding one another when you have your accountability partner. I'd like you to take note and please remind one another to do your programming exercises. Okay, all those things that I have taught you, right? Verbalizing, do your power pose, verbalizing, visualization, visualize how it feels when you finish your book, visualize how it is when you are writing the book, how happy you are, how it feels when you're signing autographs, giving your autographs in your book, those kind of stuff. I also talked about the mirror technique, right? Telling to the mirror, I am a published author, I am a published author. All these are very important. So your other assignment is to prompt or remind your accountability partner every day if you can. Maybe you can make a pact, Monday to Wednesday, one person remind and the other one will, or you will do your own and just tell the person, done. That means I have done mine. Whichever one it is, doesn't matter. You just have to do it. Okay, so this is what Dr. Bruce Lipton was talking about, and he says that's why poor people stay poor and rich people stay rich, is because of the programming. It's already in their mind. Okay, and most of the time what I'm trying to get you to think is that it's already done. You're already a published author. Whether you have written your book or not, you are already there. Okay, that it's done. All right, so that's the assignment. Oh, shoo. We're not gonna do it. Okay, it's quite long, so
It's 5 minutes, so.
You want to watch it?
No, I can watch it afterwards. But 5 minutes, I thought it was a 1 hour thing.
No, of course not. I will not put 1 hour for my 2-hour course.
But we go. I can watch it afterwards.
Yeah, you watch it later because yes, okay, right. So outline for today, we are going to do the marketing part, how to fund your book and how to publish your book. We're gonna talk a little bit about Kindle and Amazon. Forget about the Zoom ride. So by the end of the week, you should have clarity on, or you should actually almost finish writing for some of you who get started, and you should already started to proofreading. Send people for your editing. Remind me if I forget, but I will let you know my contact for editing for English. Okay, let's talk about Amazon. Right. So on this course, my whole point is for you to make this investment on this course so that you can basically publish for free. Last week I have shown you you can create your cover on Canva. I created my cover on Canva. You can also write your book and create the interior in Canva. Okay, you can type everything in Canva and do the design, the layout in Canva. You can do that. There is also Adobe Spark. I have tagged you in the Facebook group. One of all those what do you call it, apps that you can use: Canva, Adobe Spark, Designer. But Designer you do have to pay a certain amount. So that's a bit of an investment. If not, then just do it on Canva. Okay, so that's the point. However, I do not want you to feel like you must do everything on your own. And if you have the capacity to outsource, do it so that it's faster and it's not so stressful for you. Okay, and you can just focus on the writing. So if you think you want to do your own cover, you can go ahead and do that. Or you want to outsource the layout, maybe that might be a good idea, because doing the layout can be quite tedious, especially if you have pictures, things like that. Okay, for your book, for the layout, I will encourage you to put out not just the whole book, but what helps for books is for you to have a quote. Maybe one of the quotes that the boys say, okay? Or your aha moment, I realized that this, or your culture shock. Just 3 sentences and 1 box. That kind of like vary the book a little bit. It doesn't look so heavy. Okay, it's a whole experience. Or you can have nice dividers. So instead of like the chapter, you can have one blank page or one special page just for chapter 3 and the title, and then it could be a picture. So it could be a divider of pictures of your kids, or pictures of things that remind you of certain things. Okay, so that's how you make your book a bit more exciting and a nice experience. All right. Okay, let's talk about Amazon. So as I said, the whole point is to such that you can publish the whole book for free. And when it comes to publishing, I am recommending that people put up their books on Amazon because it is for free. So in the workbook, I do have the details. If you want to go on Amazon, you can go on KDP Publishing or kdp.com. Then you can create your account. So what happens is KDP is a publishing site. They will look at your content, not really so much content, more of the layout, that you meet all the markers. They will look at your covers and they will check a few things. Of course,
So KDP, is it like this? Look at the shot. Is that what you mean? KDP?
Yeah, KDP, correct. It's because it's called Kindle Publishing. KDP.com.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just go into it since you're asking me, then I'll just, it's okay. I will go in. Okay, I go here. Then everybody knows what it looks like. Okay, this is not the one. KDP, it will come out. I don't want you to go on my clients. KDP Amazon. Okay. I want it to go on mine. Okay.
So it's KDP Amazon.
Yes, KDP Amazon. I'm sorry. Okay. Right. This is my clients. Okay. Now, so kdpamazon.com. Sorry. Yeah. But if you key in kdp.com, it will come up anyway. Okay, so Kindle Publishing is the publishing site. Once the book is ready, they have approved your title, they have approved your cover and the interior, it will automatically be transferred to Amazon.com. Okay, they will tell you, congratulations, your book has been approved. It is now on Amazon. Okay, now, when you create, you have to create an account, and then you have to just go through the motion, just follow through. I would recommend that you put up, if you want to put up your Kindle ebook and your paperback at the same time. It's done, it's there. Okay, if you want, you can here, can you see my screen? Can you see this?
Yeah, I see it. But why will I wait for the paperback to put it on?
What do you mean? I'm recommending that you post both your ebook and your paperback. So I'm gonna talk about Amazon in a short while, but I want to give you some context here. Okay, this is where you're going to put up your ebook and your paperback. Ebook will cost less. Paperback will be of course cost more because it's hardcover. I will tell you the advantages of putting your book on Amazon. So you're gonna create this. Let's say it's paperback, and then you're gonna go through the motion here. All right. What is gonna happen is later on they are going to ask you about ISBN number. I think it's okay for me to show. Doesn't matter. Okay, let's see this one. Okay. Okay, you're gonna put in the book title. They're gonna ask you the author, and you write a synopsis. Okay, and then Save and continue. I'm just going to go ahead. I want to talk to you about ISBN number. Okay. ISBN number is very important. Okay. It is what makes your book unique, and it is what makes your book officially and internationally published. Okay. Some books do not have ISBN. That means it is not internationally tagged. Okay, some books are just published, there's no number, that means it's not locked in internationally. So when you have this, you have some people might have their own ISBN for some reason when you have an actual other publisher, but not, then you just go and get the free KDP, Kindle Publishing ISBN. Then you're gonna say, you know, assign me or blah, blah, blah. Okay, your book has been assigned a free. So things like that. Okay. So this is the important part I want to talk about, which is the ISBN. And then you're gonna put the cover. Okay, when it comes to the cover, you can put in your own cover and then you upload in PDF or in JPEG, or they have what you call the cover creator. Okay, if you want it to be very easy, I would recommend that you just do this. So there is already a format for you. All you need to do is just to do the front cover, and then the back cover, you put a synopsis about your book, and then a little bit about you, and then your picture. But it's a small picture. Okay. Some people want to have something better design, such that the front cover will have the same design as the back cover. The background should be the same. Then you cannot use this cover creator. This is for very simple. Okay, but it's okay. It's simple. It's also good. I am more into that you guys get things done. Get it out and start selling. Okay. What else? I'm gonna come out of this. Okay, so that's the thing about this KDP. One very important point, KDP, when it comes to languages, they have Spanish, so you can publish a Spanish book here. Unfortunately, they do not have Lituansk, which Vitmante wants to publish. So I'm going to show you another marketplace where you can publish. Okay.
They have Norwegian.
They have Norwegian. They even have they even have Nynorsk. So which is very good. So they have Norwegian, which is very good. So you can publish there, but they don't have my mother tongue Malay. They don't have it. So which is why for my clients done for this book, we cannot put her up on Amazon. So we have to go another one. So I'm going to show you another one now. Lulu.com. Okay, this is just one book marketplace. Okay. There's so many others. You can put your book in many different marketplaces, so that when people go in that market, oh, they see your book. And you go, oh, they see your book there. So that's very good if you have your book in many, many marketplaces. But of course, the most coveted one is Amazon, because everyone knows, and there is a certain kind of prestige, which is why some people, for my fellow friends in Malaysia, and even those who want to publish their books in Malay in Singapore, they feel a bit disappointed, like, oh, you know, there's a little prestige to be able to tell, oh, my book is on Amazon. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen. So I have tried it. I've gone back and forth. It's the same in Lituansk. There is no Lituansk in Amazon, so you cannot publish your book in Lituansk. But you have Lulu. So Lulu has got pretty much the same concept. Okay. And the most important thing, I want to show let's see if I can get the language. Let's say I print the book. Start your book. So I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through this. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll just talk about it. You can go in on your own. Okay. So the good thing about Lulu is, and the same for Amazon, as an author, you can buy your book at a cheaper price. Okay. So if you sell your price at $9 US or 10, you can buy your book at cost price. So what happens is that when you are doing your book, Amazon will calculate if you have this number of pages, what kind of paper, what kind of size. Based on that, they will tell you the cost price is this. And we would recommend that you charge this, but it's up to you. You want to charge more, you want to charge less, it's up to you. All right. I want to go back to, are you okay, Anne?
Yeah.
Good. All right. Let's go back to...
How much did you sell your book for?
Suddenly,
the ones that you have at home, you don't have anymore, but when you had them.
Yeah, USD, right?
In Norway, for example, how much did you sell them for?
Oh, in Norway, I said 400 crowns. 80 pages is small. It's like the whole point. Remember, the whole point is to make it easy for people to buy your book. You don't want to make it expensive because
no. I'm just curious for the price.
Yes, no. But, okay, it's a very important point here. I'm glad you asked the question. The whole point is to get people to know you.
Yeah.
By making it easy for them to buy. So I remember my coach would say, don't sell expensive, sell it cheap. This is your marketing tool. It is the way people to get to know you. Yes, this is my book. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So mine is Norwegian is 108.
That's because of the currency.
Yeah. But no, USD, I believe USD is around 10 or 11 USD. I was charging much lower, but then I decided to upload my ebook. So my ebook is not very expensive. So then I have to bump up my paperback. That's why I increased the price. Because otherwise it's like, hey, how can it be similar, ebook and paperback? Okay, when it comes to pricing, I don't want to talk about pricing here. I want to go back to the slides and then talk about pricing there. Okay, I was already here. Ooh, this is not the one. Nope. Hey, Virmante is here. Wow. Welcome.
Hello.
Perfect timing, Virmante. I'm just going to talk about this Amazon. Sorry. All right, let's go. Why do I not have the thing? Okay, never mind. I thought it was already open. Okay, we were just talking about Amazon a little bit, just to help you to recap. For Amazon, they do not have the languages Litvansk. They also don't have the language, my mother tongue, which is Malay. So you cannot publish it there. They do have Norwegian though. If you do translate your book in Norwegian, then you can actually publish it in Amazon in Norwegian. So if you want to publish your book in Litvansk, you have to go and use another platform, which I just showed, which is called lulu.com. I'm going to type it here. Okay. It is very similar to, I have to close this thing. I'm sorry. It is WhatsApp because it's clinging and clinging. Okay, I'm gonna off this. Okay, so it's very similar to Amazon, in a sense that you can put your covers up there, and then you can also buy the book there yourself. So as an author, you get to buy the book at a cheaper price, at a cost price. The same with Amazon. So for Lulu, it's also the same. Let me share screen and just show a little bit. Okay. All right. So this is lulu.com. I'm just going to check like this. Right. Okay, so this is lulu.com. So this one takes Litvansk, all kinds of languages. So Anne, when you publish in Amazon, you can also publish it over here. You can also put it in this marketplace. Alternatively, you can also start just doing it here, because when you do it here, they will also publish it in Amazon. They will also publish it in Barnes and Noble.
Why will I want to have it in Lulu? Is it like thinking about Latin America, for example? How much do they use it in Latin America?
But your book is not just for Latin America, right? Eventually, when you do, it's going to be in Spanish, I know. But there can be Spanish people on this marketplace too. Because there are people all over the world who are speaking Spanish who could be reading your book. So Amazon is one. This is one. It's just a lot more places, because not everybody likes Amazon. That's the thing. Not everybody likes. And the thing about Amazon is, when you buy one thing and then people will thinking, oh, the courier is expensive. Oh my, I might as well just buy more things. Oh, then it makes more worth it, right? Then you buy more things on Amazon. That's what they want. And then when you deliver, it feels okay. So that means you don't just spend the courier just to buy one book. That's what Amazon wants. But some people don't like that. So on Lulu, of course, it's probably the same. But yeah, maybe there are other things that you could be getting. So the point is to put your book in many different marketplaces.
Yeah,
that's just the biggest point. But the advantage of Lulu is that when you put it on Lulu, they are going to put it automatically, not automatically, but they're going to put it on Amazon. They're going to put it in Barnes and Noble. It does not mean like automatically they're going to do that. You do have to, okay, now we're going to put it on Amazon. They have to look at all the criteria also. Approve, go ahead. And then next, they're going to put it on Barnes and Noble. These are the criteria for Barnes and Noble. You have to follow, and then they will approve it. Okay, for you, Anne, I want to do things fast, right? I like things to be a bit fast so that you get momentum. Go ahead and put it on Amazon right away. Okay.
But then I don't get into Lulu.
You can put it after that. But and get it on Amazon first. Huh?
And which one did you say, the last one?
Barnes and Noble.
How do you write that?
That is also a very big it's also a very big publisher. Okay, sorry. There are pros and cons, Anne. It doesn't matter. Maybe you should go to Lulu and put it there, and then automatically they're gonna put for you on Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Maybe that might be a good idea also, so that you have your book is in all three places. It's just that when you just do on one, Amazon first, I just think it's much faster. And focus. Just get it up first. Okay.
But what did you call it? Barnes and Noble?
Barnes and Noble. Okay, so this is Lulu, and for Vidmante, this is the one for you. If you want to publish it in Litvansk. If you translate your book in English, you can put it on Amazon and Lulu. Okay, and if you want to translate to Norwegian, you can also put it on Amazon. Okay, for Norwegian books, I believe Ida is going to write it in Norwegian. Of course, you can put it on Amazon. Actually, there is much better to get a Norwegian publisher. The Norwegian government is very supportive of books that are written in Norwegian. I have read somewhere that the government will actually buy at least 100 books from you for all books that are published in Norwegian with a Norwegian publisher. So that could help, but you need to find out a little bit more about that. Okay. My forte is still international. Everything that I do, I look at international. But if you're publishing a book in Norwegian, then for Ida, for example, look for a Norwegian publisher. Then you will get Like the government is going to support you even more, which is better. Okay. All right, let's go on this on the slides now. Oh, here we are. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
It's good to pause a little bit too. Okay, now I'm gonna share the screen. All right, let's talk about Amazon. Why Amazon? Why do I recommend Amazon? Put this on like this. Okay, there's several advantages. Here we go. So Amazon is an international #1 bookstore. Okay, everyone knows Amazon. And in the last, of course, because of COVID, Amazon sales has gone even much higher. It's gone even much higher. Okay, because everybody's buying online. So imagine if your book is online also on Amazon, that's a big plus, because people are shopping and they're looking at things. So your things are happening. It's almost like being in a shopping center, right? You are browsing and you're buying, you're buying, I don't know, paper cups, and suddenly, oh, nice candles, like that. So this is that kind of same concept. The other good thing is that you can publish both your paperback, your ebook, and also your audiobook, right? So each book of yours can be in 3 different versions. The Kindle audiobook. So for audiobook, either if you want, you can read your own book and then it's going to be recorded, or you can get someone else to read your book for you, someone with a nice voice, right? So Kindle audiobooks are very popular now, right? Not everybody likes to read anymore, but they like to listen, and as they cook or they're cycling, they listen to these stories. So those are very, very popular. Okay, so you can think about, imagine you write your book one time and it could be in paperback, it could be in ebook, it could be an audiobook. But of course, the ebook will not be as expensive. It will cost much cheaper. Your ebook has to be cheaper than your paperback. Okay. So this is the advantage, that you can put all 3 versions on Amazon. If you don't want, and remember that Amazon will take a cut, right, from your sales. If you don't want to put your ebook on Amazon, you can put it on your website. So most websites, they can do it automatically. The moment people click on your ebook on your website, they make the payment automatically. They'll be given a link to download. Okay, so I have that on my website. So anyone who buys my ebook, they can just download straight away. They buy, I don't have to think about it. I don't have to send an email to this person after they make payment. Okay, so pros and cons, it's up to you. Next, when it comes to payment, you don't have to send a invoice. Okay, you don't have to do anything. So all you need to do is to direct traffic to Amazon, to your Amazon page. Either you market it, or after you're doing a Facebook Live, you can say, buy my book, the link is at the bottom. So they will click on your Amazon and they can just buy. So Amazon will just manage all the financial transactions, different currencies. So they will just use a credit card, like how they buy on Amazon, they will just do that. And then they make the purchase, and then Amazon will print. If they only want 1 copy, Amazon will print 1 copy. and send to that person in the UK, in Singapore, in Chile, wherever it is. Amazon will do that. Isn't that cool?
How do you do with the taxes, Norwegian taxes?
They don't go on Norwegian taxes. They go on US taxes because of Amazon. So if you're not US, then it's okay. Then you will have to put in your tax Norwegian tax number, your pensioners number.
But do you have to pay
It is
MBA?
no,
But
no.
so this thing you don't declare at all. This is all Amazon's own. Amazon is the one who is working on that.
Yeah, exactly. They will have their own tax, but they will check and everything. You will give some information and will just approve the tax part. Okay,
But your
it's not difficult, huh?
But your gains, what
Your
you gain?
royalty, it is so little. It's
Yeah.
not much. Our books cost very little. So I've spoken to my to my I don't know how much you're gonna sell. Maybe it's gonna be a lot. I don't know. But what my accountant says.
If you have to declare it at all.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the money is gonna go directly into your account, right? So you have put it in such a way for, and it's also different countries. For certain countries, they don't have the EFT. They don't have the what do you call it, the fund transfer. So for Norway, they have. So it will just be transferred directly into my company account, and my accountant say, it's a small money. You just put it in. The money is there. It's part of the income. How much you get in. So when you do your taxes, of course, you just have to take account of how much is the income from the book, and then you take from there. But as far as I know, for overseas courses and things like this, there isn't any MVA for overseas stuff. So anyway, I'm not an accountant, so you need to check your accountant about that, right? So so most importantly, the royalties will be sent to your bank account. It's 70% royalties if your book is priced between 199 to 499. If your book is more than 499, which is mine, I will not get 70% royalty. I will get much less.
Why?
This is their rule. Yeah. Okay. This is, so they want books to be put in this price so that it doesn't cost so much. Remember, they want people to buy on Amazon. So they want the books to be cheap so that more people will buy and then they make more money. And if let's say you decide to keep to this range, then they will give you more royalties, 70%.
It goes up.
Huh?
And it will be the same.
Well, remember, as what I said right from the start, your book is, you're not gonna get rich from your book. No, it's the programs is gonna make you rich. Yeah, the books are just an intermediary. It's a launching pad. Okay, so make your books cheap. It does not matter, because it's like the cheap version of a marketing tool, the cheapest marketing tool that you can have. Okay, so that's a strategy, ladies. All right, and then like I told you, you can actually have small quantities. So if you just want to buy one book, this is like, you don't have to store these books at home. And then when people want to buy one book, you have to put it in an envelope and send. You don't have to do that. Amazon can do it for you. So there's no need for storage. And then for delivery, you can deliver all over the world. Okay. So that you can get, all right. So another one, at Kindle Publishing, as an author, you can buy your book at cost price. So when you are putting up number of pages, the kind of paper that you want to use, colored or no color, glossy cover or not, size of the book, based on all this, Amazon will calculate, ching, your book will cost this amount. This is the cost price. So you are supposed to charge more than that. Okay. And at the same time, usually most of our books, which is 30 to 50 pages, I tell you, your cost price will be around 2.6, 2.8. It usually will be less than 3. but make your book black and white. If it's color, it costs more. There's no point. So it will be around two point something, 3 point something, and you still will make an you can, if you want to stick to this amount, you will still make a little bit money. If not, if you really want to price your book at 9 USD, then go ahead, just do that. Okay, do what you want to do. Remember, it is not this money small profit that you want to make. All right. Okay, that's that. Anna, do you think you want a break?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Just 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Okay, let's do that. Then I will just go into the marketing. So I finished covering the Amazon bit. Okay, we take 5 minutes. Now is what? 2:25 my time.
Yeah,
Correct?
10:30.
Okay.
5 minutes.
5
Thank
minutes.
you.
Okay, thank you, ladies. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Okay, I'm back, Suryati. Hello, Vida. Hello, Vidmante. I didn't say hello to you.
Third person.
Huh?
Third person, eller derfor jeg ser han.
Ja, men det er ferdig. Pausen er ferdig.
Ja, ok.
10:30.
Ja.
Men
Hei.
det var... Hello.
Hello. Hello, Ida. Hello.
How is it in Litauen?
Good, but I am now still in Spain. I will go to Lithuania on Friday.
Ah, okay.
Mhm.
How is it
So-
in Barcelona then?
Now I'm in Ibiza, so here it's
Oh.
windy and
You're moving forward.
yes. So here is windy and but good, sunny days.
Good.
And how is about you, Anna? Are the good weather there and warm?
It is hot, 30
Hot?
degrees.
Oh yeah, so hot.
So yesterday I swam in the swimming pool after being at the shopping mall.
Wow.
That was nice.
When we have winter, you have summer. When we have summer, you have.
Yeah, I was laying there in the swimming pool, and there are restrictions. So this is the swimming pool for the building. So each apartment can use it's only one apartment at the time that can use the swimming pool, and you cannot invite anyone. So since I'm alone, I have the swimming pool all by myself.
Wow.
Oh, so
I
good.
love it. Awesome. Ladies, before we move on, shall we just take a picture, a quick picture, maybe? Just the four of us. It seems like every time I will miss some people. Like so far I've not been able to get a full class. But
Okay.
so few.
I'm ready.
You're ready. Okay, Vidmante is ready. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Vidmante? Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Sorry. Let me move this, fill it up. Okay. 1. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Thank you, ladies.
Awesome. Thank you.
I wanna take the time to catch up on for Ida and for Vidmante, but I wanna go through the slides first, and then we'll catch up later. Okay?
Yeah, can you do the catch up at the end, because then I can put myself out?
That's what I'm doing.
Mm.
That's the plan. So we're
Great.
gonna we're gonna do the slides first. Yeah. Lulu.com. Okay. Okay, so this is the marketing part. The work progress, I hope that you are focused on your book right now, and that you are doing your book title, finalizing your book title, book cover and other parts, and you can pretty much set up your and upload on Kindle publishing. Okay, let me just off this first. I don't want this kapang. And then Kindle Publishing will transfer and publish your book on Amazon. I've spoken so much about that just now. So for those who just come on, you can watch the replay. All right. Okay, let's talk about marketing. So beyond Amazon, I should actually put up here. Beyond Amazon, you also have Apple Books. For some of you who have Apple phone or an iMac, there is also such a thing as Apple Books. You can put your books there. I have just spoken about lulu.com, LULU.com. It is also based in USA. So the advantage of Lulu is that it has more languages than Amazon. Amazon doesn't have Lutwansk, but Amazon has Norwegian and Nynorsk. So you can put it on Amazon. So the advantage on Lulu is that it has so many more languages. So that's a cool thing. Right. So I want to talk about the marketing bit, as I've said you, and an important point here is that these things that I'm going to be talking about, it can actually be done before your book is ready, if you want. Okay. So, but I would definitely encourage that you focus and be done with your book first. Some people like to do things in between because they don't like to be, they like variation. So they will write the book every day. I hope, is everybody writing their books every day? A little bit? No. Oh dear. Okay. Um, I need you to, there's a few things that I need you to, this is why previously I had what I call a Zoom write there, whereby everybody go on Zoom and write together. You don't talk, you don't have to talk and chit chat. We have a time slot. So it wasn't too popular, so I decided to remove it, but it's quite important actually. Okay, so things that you need to do. I need you to, can everyone put a tentative date here? When do you plan to finish your book? The writing part. Roughly, this may change, but at this point in time, when would you want to finish writing? Okay. January 15, okay. End of January, okay. We're writing in the chat, Remante. Yeah. Okay. So for with Mante and Anne and Honey, all three of you will be speaking at She Reveal Summit. So there is an incentive for you to finish your book. Okay, January 18. Okay, cool. Remember that it does for Amazon, and it will probably take about, give yourself about 1 week to, because you need to upload it, and then Amazon is gonna look at it, and then they're gonna give you some some points. They're gonna say this part is not aligned, or this thing is not aligned, can you change this part? So it's a bit of maybe it could be that I had to go through that. Okay, some people don't, so maybe that's fine. So it should be, you should give yourself between 4 days to a week to finalize the publishing part on Amazon. Okay, and the same for Lulu. Lulu is a little bit more, I've done both. Lulu is very straightforward, very straightforward. It's so easy. Okay, yeah. Ida, are you planning on engaging a Norwegian publisher since you're writing in Norwegian? Can I unmute yourself?
Still that far. I haven't really got into it, so we'll see.
Okay. All right. Okay. But as I was mentioning earlier, for Norwegian books, it's a great incentive to engage a Norwegian publisher, because then the government will support you. And from what I read, the government will buy some of your books just to encourage Norwegian writers. Okay, so okay, these are good. So just bear in mind that for those of you speaking at She Reveals Summit, if you want to put up your book, right? You can also, as I said, you can also put up your ebook. If your paperback is not ready, it does not matter. Ebook could be like a small part of your book. Or you can even put out like, this is a gist, or maybe this is part 1 of my book. I'm giving it for free. If that's the much that you have written, and that's
so
the one that you.
When is it She Reveals? Is that mid-January?
30th to 31st, 30th and 31st January. Yeah. So I think you and me, Ida, we probably need to chat a little bit about that. I have written about that in your notes for you to think about it. Maybe we can have a separate chat on that. Okay. All right. So like I said, you could even have one part of your book and say, I have the first part of my book and I want to give this part for free. And that will give a good incentive for people. Oh my God, I've read the first part. I would love to read the whole thing. That's a great marketing strategy too. Okay. So, all right, these dates are good. The earlier, the better. January 15, I like that. A little earlier, the better. The first half, if you can, between the first half of the January, I think that will cause you less stress. All right, the other thing is, I do need you to discipline yourself now to write every day. I know Christmas is coming. Maybe next 2 weeks. Yeah, and accountability partners, please check on your partners. And try to encourage one another to. It's good actually if you can set a time that, hey, shall we write together? That means, okay, what time? You don't have to put up cameras. It's like, shall we write together? Okay, then you're like, okay, I'm here, 1 o'clock, I'm here, I'm gonna start to write. Shall we put yourself 2 hours? Okay, 2 hours. Maybe after 1 hour, just say, how you doing? I'm doing great. How many chapters? 1 chapter, half chapter. Yay, great. Then do another 1 hour, and then the next day the same thing. Okay, if it's not every day, then at least 4 days per week. You do need to get on, ladies, if you want to hit this January 15, because I don't think you will want to be writing your book during Christmas unless some people are inspired. Of course, you go ahead. All right, so accountability partners, very important. Check on your partners. Try to write every day from now on. I know some of you have already got clarity on your chapter, so you can do that. Okay, and I'm gonna put down here accountability partners.
Suryata, excuse me. Can you send to me the phone number to
Honey?
Honey?
Yeah. Okay.
After that.
Sure.
Thank
okay,
you.
good. So all these things, it can be done before, but if you will get affected, if you're too distracted, then don't. Just focus on the writing and be done with it, and then you can do all this later on. Okay, but I want to talk about it still so that you have ideas in your mind. Okay? You don't have to act on it at the back of your mind, because as you're writing, these things might come up. All right, so I'm going to be talking about selling ads, selling advertisements inside your book. I'm going to talk about feature profiles, bonus chapters, selling speeches, how you're going to sell the speeches and sell your book, and then you're going to link to charities, how you're going to get the charities as a marketing strategy for your book. Right, first is the selling ads. You can approach as many companies as you want who want to reach out to your target audience. Okay, for example, Anne has parents maybe, and there are, or maybe children, and there are people who want to market to, I don't know, children's books or children's yeah, maybe what else, Anna? I'm thinking more of like tools rather than just clothes. Okay, whatever, toys, for example, or asthma thing. So they want to reach out to, because Anne is of course focusing on small kids up to about 6 years. So that's the age group that they want, and they have an incentive to advertise in your book. Okay. So even for Ida, maybe for Bipolar, there might be other people, other companies who are interested. So you can do that. You can identify who wants to have a space. However, I do not want you to sell space. Selling space is cheap. It's only a one-time transaction. You don't want that. You want the transaction to be again and again and again. So how you do it is that you ask them to buy your book, at least 50 of your book. They can pay a discounted price and they can sell your book at a higher price. You may or may not tell them the maximum amount they can sell, maybe, okay, to prevent them from selling higher than you, maybe, for example. But if you think it doesn't matter, you don't care, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so when they are selling your books, okay, they can sell, or they can sell this, they can sell your books at the sale price that you have set, probably in Amazon. But when you sell them at cost price. So they make money. The money is theirs. They are paying you cost price and they make the money. So they gain. Okay. And in exchange, they get to advertise inside your book. And remember, the big advantage to this is that when they have an advertisement in your book, they have the advertisements there forever. Okay, so maybe 50 books is probably too little. So what you want is then for them to buy 100 books and they're going to sell for you already. Imagine it's already 100 books sold. It's not your problem. It's up to them. They have the thing. It's their problem to sell your books. So what you want is a situation whereby they will continuously want to buy your book. Because some of these bigger companies, they might have road shows, for example. They might have conferences and they want to sell some stuff. So if you buy from your cost price, they can sell at a bigger price. And they can even bundle your book with some other things, you know, so a lot more value. So that's how you think around that way. Next one, this is what called the Money 100, whereby you can target the top bar here. You can target different industries, okay? Maybe, for example, okay, Hani's book, which is targeting women, right? So it could be, you know, women, she's into empowering women. It could be makeover companies. It could be photography companies here. And then it could be maybe cosmetic companies here. Or it could even be maybe counseling companies here. So when you put counseling, you can look on the internet and just write down all the names of the companies in your area, for example. And when you look at photography companies, you makeover, you can release all the names here, and then you start calling. Okay, so that's one example. Which company is interested to reach out to your target audience? You need to ask yourself that. But before that, of course, you have to define your target audience. Right? By now, I hope you are very clear on who are your target audience. So common vendors who are always wanting exposure, no matter what, they always want. Real estate agents, financial planners, insurance agents, coaches, consultants. We also always want all kinds of people. Travel agencies, retail shops, car sales, and website firms. And if, let's say, for example, previously I have Prashanta who writes on leadership. So for leadership, we're talking about business owners. Website firms are always interested to talk to or reach out to business people. Okay. Are we okay so far? Yes? Can I move on? Ida, you all right? Cool. Okay, next one is feature profiles. Feature profiles and bonus chapters. So feature profiles could be someone in your industry that you would want to create the space for her to write something. Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me start again. I don't want to confuse you. Feature profiles would be them putting up a page, a picture, and what they do. Okay, this could be anyone. Someone related to your industry, and it could be that. But be very careful. You don't want to get a profile who's doing exactly the same thing as you. Okay, you don't want them to be stealing your crowd. Okay, so it could be something related, but not exactly what you do. That's a feature profile. That means they have like an ad for themselves, talking about what they do. Hi, I'm so and so, and then this is what I do, and this is my company, and you know, that's a feature profile inside your book. A bonus chapter is to have someone else who is an expert to write a bonus chapter. So the chapter will add value to your book. Chances are this person will also give you a bit of status. Okay, if they are a visible person, so by having her chapter inside your book, you will have a little bit higher visibility. You kind of pull that person's crowd a little bit by having these bonus chapters, okay? But it's a bit tricky. Pros and cons there. You need to weigh it out. Again, the same strategy. You can sell the space for feature profiles. You can sell space for feature profile because it's like an ad of themselves. Or like what I said just now, don't sell space. Ask them to buy your book. It is an advantage for them to buy your book because their profile is inside your book and their chapters are inside your book. So it's an advantage for them. It could be a gift that they're giving away. You know, people want to like, oh, if you do this, if you give the email, you can get this book for free. And it has my bonus chapter, right? So that's that, something for you to think about. And then, okay, exercise. Can you think of significant figures whom you could approach or who could you approach to write a bonus chapter? I'm going to leave that to you to think about that. All right, linking charities. It is, I think for maybe for Ida, this might be a good idea to link up with certain organizations in relation to bipolar. So find community networks that can benefit from a presentation on your topic, and tell them that you will not charge speaking fees as long as you can promote your book. All right, so this is more in relation to events. If you know of a charity that you want to work with and who want to support your topic, then you can approach them and tell them that, hey, you are having this particular event. I would love to contribute and speak. I will not charge anything. However, I would love it if you can allow me. This is kind of like old, I don't know, old way of marketing. In the olden days, you have your distribute order forms, right? People still are doing it though. There are still some big seminars that deal do it. So you can do that. So you tell them that, okay, I will not charge any speaking fees, but I will be interested to talk about your topic. And as long as you allow me to promote my book and then put all the order forms on the seats, for example, or inside a goodie bag, is all inside. If you allow me to do that, then I will come and I will not charge you any speaking fees. Right? And when you are speaking, you should say a certain percentage of my book, the proceeds of my book will go to this charity, the charity that is organizing the event, will go to this charity, and tell them that, you know, the order form is here. This is the one which is in green color. I tell you, when you do this, there's a high chance that people will buy your book right away. If you tell them that proceeds of your book will go to this charity. Okay, so for this one, this charity is not in your book at all. And they're not inside your book. Nothing. This is just something that is related. All right, so that's linking charities. Another one is also to sell your speeches, to find out all these community networks or organizations that could benefit from a presentation or the speech on your topic, right? Again, tell them that you don't charge fees. Don't say that I'm going to do it for free. No, not free. I said, I am not going to charge you. In exchange, I would like you to buy 50 of my books. Okay? And what you do is, at the event, you are going to promote and sell your book. At the event, you're going to talk and you're going to promote your book. And when people buy the book, you're not going to sell people your own books. You are going to sell the book that the network has already bought. You get my point? So the network will be very happy that you are selling the books that they have already bought from you. Okay? You guys is a bit stoned right now. Do you get the logic? Yeah? So basically, you ask them to buy your book at cost price, and you are coming at the event and you are promoting the book, and don't sell the books that you have. Sell the books that the network has bought from you. So then they're very happy. Okay, I've already bought the book, and on that day itself, all the books are sold. And you can say things like, okay, I'll be more than happy to sign your book personally if you want to give it as a gift. All right, so that's another way. So this is like a win-win for both. At the end of the day, remember, you just want to distribute your message. The more people read your book, the more people know about you, the more visible, and the more you can sell your programs. Okay, that's what it's all about. Okay, okay, the exercise, write a list of 3 to 5 community networks. Yeah. Can you write in the chat for me? Maybe one organization that you could think of. It's in the chat. Okay, cool. Okay. Roll. Okay, cool. Bimante. No, you're not Bimante either. Okay, Anna is okay. I know you're a bit tired. You've been up all morning. I can't hear you. All right, no problem. Okay, we'll move on. Thanks, Ida.
Thank you.
Okay, now, yes, how to be visible. All right. Okay, cool. So, I want, before I go on to this slide, any questions so far? All these chapters, all these marketing strategies? No. Okay. Ida? Ida? Anything that you're wondering about based on the stuff that I just shared to you?
It looks good. I understand. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. Is this fun? Like, is it something new to you? What are your thoughts about
Yeah,
this?
I haven't thought as far as yet. So to me, it's new, but I'll start thinking about it.
Okay, good. All right. So I want to just, since we're talking about marketing, I want to talk about how you can promote your book. What are the ways to be visible? Before I go through this, I want to also talk about making your book a bestseller. So this whole book publishing thing is also pretty new for me, and I'm going into it like I'm discovering more and more. So I have now partnered a company, and they specialize. This is all that they do, and all that they do is basically how to make people be a bestseller on Amazon. So when they make a bestseller on Amazon, it's not just like, usually they either make it bestseller on Amazon in several countries. So is it in this country, that country, that country? Or it could be a bestseller on different categories, book categories. Okay. So if you're interested, you can just talk to me later on, and then we can arrange for you. Okay. Back to the marketplaces. All right. As I told you, things are evolving also for me when it comes to this topic. So my plan is to have a virtual summit sometime next year, probably mid or late of the year, to have a book launch for everybody's books. Maybe some of you might have launched earlier, some of you have not, but I would like to have like a big book launch. And that's also another opportunity for you to like blast your book and sell your book. Most probably it will take in the form of similar to She Reveals or even more. Okay, so that's one that is upcoming. All right. Okay, so I'm going to talk about, I'm going to wrap up with one last slide here, how to be visible online. So with your book, right? Anne, I have already gone through this with you. You can go, and after this one, I'm just gonna catch up with the rest.
Okay, so this is the last one.
This is the
for-
last slide. Yeah, this is the last
Okay,
slide.
then I think I will say goodbye.
Yeah, go ahead. You look very tired and very early in the morning. You joined me on the other one already before this.
Yeah, and I think I slept like 4 hours altogether. So I'm like,
There's both of us slept for hours.
thank you. Okay. Thank you very much.
See you next Monday. On Monday, same
Yeah.
time. We are not gonna do it for
Monday?
very long, huh? Monday,
Next
14. Monday.
But this is the last one.
This is the last webinar, but we have one more where we are gonna have another support call. I wanna
Okay.
check in again with you. Okay, another check-in. I want us to talk about the book. I want to talk about a lot more
Okay.
with you.
Great.
Okay.
Okay.
All
See you
right.
then.
So 14 December. All right. Cool. Bye, Anna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool. So this is how you can be visible online. I'm just gonna run through. Okay. First is stories. You have the Facebook story. You have if you have a company page, you can put the stories on your personal page or on your company page, stories under Facebook. Of course, Instagram has stories as well. That's what it is. It started with Instagram. And then WhatsApp also have stories. And now even YouTube has stories. Yeah, so even YouTube, I'm just going to add here. Even YouTube has stories now. Okay, so stories are very fun, and you can just blast your book covers, or you can post a question to do with your topic. For example, for Anne, we could be talking about, what do you do when your kid cries? How do you feel? What kind of reaction do you have when your kid cries? When you put that thing, and it's like maybe looking for a solution, check out this book, things like that. So that's the purpose of stories. It's like very bite-sized and very fast. Okay. And then you have live, all this live. You have Facebook live, you have Instagram live, you also have LinkedIn live now. And then you have podcast. All these are live. Even though there is live, you can actually watch it later on, which is very good. If they miss you live, it doesn't matter, it's still there. So I have for my travel company, I would do there was a time when I did for 3 months every day for 6 days a week, and a lot more people would watch my Facebook live after. So the numbers keep going up and going up and going up. And what I do is, after I put it on my company page, I would then post it on my personal. So people who watch on my personal, and the number will still be aligned. It will still be the same number. Is it going? And I will also sometimes post it in other groups if I think it's relevant. Okay, because remember, your Facebook live is meant to add value, right? It's a value that you're giving. And if you think it is useful, then go ahead. The good thing about Facebook live, when you put in, you are supposed to write down the title. So that's very useful. How to how to control your mind. Maybe you don't have to use the word bipolar, right, Ida? How to control your mind. Very general. How to control your mind. And then the topic, you're just going to talk about that. Once people see that title, how to control your mind, then you can post it in various pages, various books, various groups. And when you post there, you can also put in the post how to control your mind, and then put a link maybe. Those are ideas. And then you have your Facebook. Okay, under Facebook, okay, I don't want to talk about this. I want to talk about the text first. Okay, text. These are just normal text. Blogs. You can from your email, from your website, or you can put it on your email. You have your email marketing. You can also have it on your website. When you have it on your email, what the content that you have, you can actually use that same link and put it on your Facebook. Okay, that's the blogs. LinkedIn articles, Twitter, all these are text. Online magazines, hard copy magazines. So you can actually ask to be featured in a magazine after you write your book, because then you are an authority figure. Okay, and they were like, okay, you have a book, okay, then we will feature you. Hi, I would like to, how much? Sometimes they charge, sometimes they don't. But remember, all magazines need content. They all need content. They are dying for content, actually. So if you're offering, usually people will just say, yes, we'll do it. Okay, all you need to do is ask. Okay, videos, of course, lots and lots of videos. What you can do for videos is, what I have done was, nowadays this TikTok version is where they have this thing, right? The book, Anna is in my video, where they stand the thing, right? Like a cup. They will send the cup up, and then the other person take the cup and send it up, remember? So what I have done, I got that idea, I did it for my book. So I will pull the book, I'll do like this, and then I will send it to someone, and then next screen, someone else took my book and just show the book, and so on and so forth. That could be one. Very simple, that doesn't take long to make that video. All right. Okay, so you can put those videos on Facebook, on Instagram, IGTV, on YouTube, on Vimeo, on LinkedIn, so many places. And then webinar. All right. So you can also have a free webinar around your topic. You can say things like, hi, I have now published my book. I would love to give one free webinar to talk about this. You can do that. Webinars, free webinars are very good, because then people see you, people hear you, they can sense your energy, then they can connect with you, and they see you as a person like, okay, I can trust this person. Okay. But it's also very, very revealing, yeah. So you take step by step what you think you can. How do you set up the webinar? Facebook. Just do it. Oi, what have I done now? Okay, you can just do it on Facebook. Set up the webinar on Facebook. Okay, a very simple thing. Of course, you have your email set up. Like, for example, if you have MailChimp, you can set up on MailChimp. I don't like to do things very complicated. The first time, I never put anything on my website. Okay, here's I do it. Very simple. The first time I did my coaching, I created a group. And this group, after you finish, you can just archive it or delete the group, okay? If you want to. Or if you want to build something, I suggest create one group and then do all your webinars there. All right, you don't need a Zoom, okay? You do not need a Zoom. Create one group, and then you create the events page on Facebook. And then when they'll go into the event page, say that to register, please go into this group. And then in the group, you can say, put some questions, and you tell them you want your email. Those people who don't wish to give their email, then it's okay, you don't need them. Most people will be happy to put in their email. So Ida, you have the questions, right? Before you go in any group, you have to put in the questions. Have you done that before? To create the group? Okay, okay. So that one, you can put, why are you here? What do you want to learn? And then please leave your email. Once they leave the email, you can approve. So give yourself 2 weeks maybe, and see people are coming in and coming in and coming into the group. So while within that 2 weeks, you can also engage people inside that group. Just send stuff, put some questions, and just engage them. So once you get people there, then on the day of the webinar, you just go into this group and do a Facebook Live. The Facebook Live will be inside the group, and they will just watch you there. it will not be Zoom. You cannot see their faces, but it's okay. Maybe for people with bipolar, they don't want to be shown. Maybe it's good. So you cannot see people, but they can type. So you just talk and then you ask them questions. Just engage them along the way. That was my very first webinar I did before I had Zoom. And it's very easy to do. And I had a lot of traction there. In fact, I signed up a number of people for my 6-week course, public speaking course, through that way. Okay, so people just come one webinar. Another way, what people are doing, you clear? Did I answer your question? Okay, cool. Another way, of course, Ida, which is what everybody is doing, they will set up things like MailChimp and then put up the email and then invite people to this webinar. And then the webinar, then you have to set up a landing page. The landing page is where you come in, put in your name, your email, and then you are registered like that. Another easy way is to use your website. So your website becomes the landing page. So I think Ida, you have gone on my website. I do it a very easy way. I don't like things complicated. So what I've done for at my end is that I basically set up the landing page on my website. So when they see the events page on Facebook, I said to register, click here. So they just click and they click, they go straight into my website. Go to my website, they will have to key in the email and then they are in. And then they will also get the Zoom link right away. So that's another way of you doing it. So that is it when you have a Zoom link. So now on the day itself, people just come to Zoom link and then you have it. All right. Is it okay? Yeah, cool. All right, so another one is, which is very popular nowadays. I've already explained this, yeah? Facebook inside a Facebook group, okay? Free webinar, and then you can do Zoom, blah, blah, blah. Subscription. Maybe I should not call it subscription. Okay, I just call it tools, yeah. Okay, other apps whereby you can do your webinars. So you have your Webinar Jam. So Webinar Jam is what I used to use before I used Zoom. Webinar Jam, you cannot see the people, but they can just type. You also have Zoom Pro, which is Zoom Pro, which is Zoom. And then you also have Google Hangouts. Right now, you have so many. You have Google Hangout. You also have Microsoft Teams. Okay, so many of these webinars that you can use. And now also you have Facebook Rooms. So all these are free. You don't even have to pay for Zoom. Okay, that's free. Let's move this a bit. Last one, you have your masterclass. So masterclass is slightly different. It's a hot seat formula. This is slightly different, more for like business coaches, for people to come on. And then, and usually masterclass are not free. Some people might give free masterclass, but usually it's not. You have to pay a small fee. So masterclass is where you come in with a problem. Maybe usually it's not very big, like 6, 7, 8 to 10. Usually not more than that. You come for an hour or an hour and a half, and then you come with a problem, and that's a masterclass. So every person will just put up the problem, and then the coach will basically give you the solution. That's a masterclass. So all those things, it really helps you to become visible. Last part, Facebook special. I call this the Facebook special. Okay. Watch party. Whenever you have done your live, your Facebook live, you can still play the video again, and you can do it under watch party. There is a button there for most videos. You can click on watch party, and then people just gonna watch it again, like as if you are doing the talk the second time, like that. What's good about watch party is that people are gonna you can see a lot more new people, and that's what I find very exciting about Watch Party. I was like, oh, I've never seen this name before. I've never seen this name before. All those people who are watching, they will come up on the Watch Party. They will say, and then you can put hello, 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 or wave, 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 like that. So this is to ensure that whatever that you post for your life is not just going to be there watched one time. You can watch many, many times. So what I do when I am promoting, for example, my course, I would do, what I have done recently was to do one interview with my good friend Herman Chow in Netherlands. So he has a book, I have a book, and I was, yeah, like what he said, Sureti kicked my ass. And because of her, I finished my book. Yeah, so I had a chat with him and we had an interview. So after we did that interview, it was on Zoom, but then it's projected on Facebook. After that, almost every day I would play again and again and again. And I will ask questions. I will put the link to my website so that more and more people will sign up for my free webinar. Okay. So that's very, very useful. What you can do, Ida, maybe along the way, when you are more comfortable, you can also start interviewing other people, maybe with bipolar, if they are comfortable. It's a very sensitive topic, but when it comes to something very sensitive, that's when people are interested. Okay, that's where you draw the attention. Okay, periodic challenge. This is like 4-day webinar, 5-day webinar, 3-day webinar. That's a periodic challenge. Or a challenge could be, you know, so many challenges. 3-day book challenge, 5-day book challenge, like that. So those are challenges. Challenges are very good. So webinar is like a one-off thing. But a periodic challenge is you see the person every 3 days, 4 days. So what they do is after they put up 3 days, 4 days webinar, then they sell the programs. Then they launch their programs. That's what all these coaches do. All right. So those are just some ideas how you can be visible with your book. All right. Is it too much? I hope is it exciting? Yes. Okay. All right, Ida, it's just you and me. We have
Yeah, what I discovered out there, I was challenged by my yoga mentor to use Facebook Live, and I felt like dead scared. It's something about being visible on a camera and knowing that people are watching, and sort of it's all those thoughts going through my mind. So I think I need to do something about that.
Yeah.
Would that be public speaking, or where would I go for it? Saying.
Yeah, I mean, I can work with you on that. That's it's not just public speaking, it's visibility, right?
Visibility, yeah.
Virtual, yeah. It's about being visible online. I'm gonna put out my Christmas offer. I'm still recording here, so I don't want to.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe let's just stop recording. Yeah. Okay, let's stop. We can just stop and then I can just catch up with you about your book. All right, thank you everybody. We're gonna stop here. Thank you.